Yo! What's up? Welcome to the Closure Cafe. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is not the morning anymore, but we still will use the salutations. I don't know for sure if that's true, you know? Were you here before me? You know? What if I was lurking? Space, you're right. The first announcement. We do have announcements today, though. We actually, legitimately have just a few things to talk about here in the club, which I'm excited for. It's nice and bright in here today, man. The sun's out. That's actually announcement number one. Weird dinosaurs. Rawr. Yo. Dinosaurs are welcome in the club. I never noticed this about this bag. It's actually kind of odd. How are you guys doing? How'd you rest? It's officially Tuesday. Announcement number one. We're doing tenfold coffee today. This is the coffee that El Bichel brought back from Houston. And honestly, it really is so good. This coffee's amazing. I've been killing it. All right. I don't know what I just did, but I affected something I didn't mean to. Regardless, I need some music. What's up, Pillow? We got Sani, Gustavo. Santaolala? Santaolala. Gustavo. Brighter than your future. I'm dead. We like it nice and bright, you know? We like to keep it bright. Also, Annette, thank you so much for the resub. What's up, fam? We got Kels in the house. We got Evocative Space. Been killing the merit. Lucinda, need more. Let's go. Yeah. I should get some more. Well, I've got lots of merit stored up. So I'm not necessarily in need of merit specifically, but I'm always down. I'm always down for more coffee. like I'm gonna know how to say that. I've never read those letters in that string. That whatever. One of your lives in a while. Yo, Alex, well, welcome back. It's good to see you. I'm doing good. And Pillow is level 69 in WoW. Nice. True. Sonata would be able to pronounce it. Since now I'm streaming in his bedroom. He made the what's TLOU? Yo, go over there, Sonny. Go chill. Go chill in said stream. I don't know who it is, but it's probably someone who's amazing. Oh, The Last of Us music. Honestly, I don't remember The Last of Us music being. I'm sure it's amazing. But it didn't stand out to me, as some soundtracks do. But I wasn't listening for it. Honestly, that means it's well done. So there are like soundtracks that are like when it stands out, it's bad because you notice it and it's like this isn't good. And then there are soundtracks that don't stand out at all, and that means they actually are good. And then there are soundtracks like Dune because they're the best. And there's nothing better than that, you know? Has been looped in my brain 24/7 for 3 months. I'm gonna have to check it out because that means it actually is. Means it's well done. You folded the blanket nicely. Are you talking about that one? Because I folded it. In his defense, though, it did look nice even before I correctly folded it. And correct is entirely subjective. It's just the way that I have it done. in the stream for consistency, but it was folded very nicely and very cleanly. It was just different, you know. Thanks, Space. Thanks. All right. Announcement number 1: Tenfold Coffee. Announcement number 2: Cuthbert. So I'm gonna grind our beans. You're probably not gonna hear them because I do have a gate on this mic, which means there's no sound. A gate is if I talk quiet enough, you just won't hear it. So anything that's quiet enough, you won't hear. So I don't know if it's going to be loud enough for you to hear the mic. But here we go. I'm going to let this grind in the club. And I'm going to go get Cuthbert. So await Cuthbert's revealing. So excited for this. That's Hank. All right, you're right. This is Hank. This is Hank. Named by chat, by the way. Um, I believe Sani was the one who officially came up with the name. Is that correct? Was it Sani? But you're right. That's Hank. All right. I can't fool you guys. That's Hank the cactus. He's a fake cactus though. LJ, what is up? Welcome in. Yes, Alex, have a coffee question. I use a hand grinder. Am I wasting my time? Should just go electric. Z Skulls, honestly, I don't know a ton about like the difference between hand grinders and like electric. What I do know for sure is your best bet is going to be a burr grinder, and they make those both hand grinders and also electric. But I'm going to assume, just because we're human, most likely an electric burr grinder is going to get something more consistent than we can by hand. Even though they're engineered for consistency, I think you probably would get something more consistent. And consistency is key when it comes to dialing in your coffee. So, my opinion is, unless it's offering something different to you, like Space enjoys liking, it's fun, like enjoys using a hand grinder. If it's offering something like that to you, then it's worth it. Like, do that. But if you're looking for trying to get the most consistent coffee, and that's what you're trying to buy gear to offer you that experience, I probably would recommend going for an electric one. But burr grinder, regardless, is probably going to get you a really good consistent thing. So I don't necessarily know that electric is more consistent, but across the board, when it comes to analog versus electric, like electric is more consistent. Period. But that's just a general blanket statement. Because I thought it'd be quiet, but it's just loud for longer. Yeah, I feel like it probably is a little quieter, but it also, yeah, it probably is longer. That's actually really funny. I've used a hand grinder multiple times. I have one for like camping, but for the most part, I think I just prefer being able to pop it into an electric one. That's a Baratza Encore. Really, really nice burr grinder. It's actually LMNOP officials grinder, and he let me borrow it, and I still have it. And I was like, literally, that's weird to say. I was about to say that was years ago, but I think it really was about years ago. And that's crazy that I've known Louis for that long. But yeah, I still have it. The better the grinder, the better the coffee. That actually is true, Lex. That is true because of consistency. And your grind size is actually very, very crucial to the taste and profile, I guess you could say, of like the accuracy of the profile of your coffee experience. What's up, JM? How's it going, man? Okay, this is Hank. This is the fake cactus that lives in the back of what used to live in the back of my stream. Now he's only on one angle, which is going to be, I have no idea how this angle looks right now. Oh yeah, wow, interesting. But he's over here. He's over here chilling on the amp. More important. Oh yeah, for sure, immersed. Yeah, more important than the coffee machine. Yeah, coffee machines don't really do that much, and when it comes to like difference, unless you're getting something like really nice or getting something that is by hand, because you have a little more control over kind of what's happening inside. Like that's something that electric or digital I wouldn't trust as much because of the consistency inside the machine. You can't really see what it's doing. And so doing it by hand is more consistent and more accurate than digital, unless you go with like something, a coffee maker that's like really expensive and you know what they're doing and how it's going about putting the water through the coffee. Pillow, you're playing right now? Let's go. After a tummy. Oh, JM, really? What's it of? cafe hand used one that you never use. Yeah, I'd probably prefer if your coffee machine grinds coffee and brews the coffee. In that case, if you have a burr grinder by hand, I'd probably use the burr grinder personally. Those like all-in-one coffee machines, I mean, they get it done. And if you're just trying to have coffee in the morning, they're literally the most amazing thing ever because you can even set them on a timer. And like 8 a.m. rolls around, you literally hear the coffee grinding, and it just is like literally making a pot of coffee, and you walk in and it's done. Like it's actually, that's incredible. But when it comes to the like making it in a way that is specific, it's yeah, I wouldn't trust basically anything that it does inside there. Pillow, you'll be fine, dude. Just hide. Broken candle burning at both ends, smoking. Oh, dude, that's sick. Yo, man, I want to see. That's dope. Kodo, thanks for the follow. What's up? Hasn't shown up, but I'll lurk here once he shows up. Oh, Sonny, absolutely. Here's Cuthbert. It's Hank. Yeah, this is Cuthbert. We all know that for sure. All right, let's see. We're doing 20. What did I do? I think I did 24 grams. And yes, I'm using a V60 into a Chemex. Not because the Chemex is doing anything other than being my carafe. Because I'm making more than a cup, so. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I did 24. Yeah. No, 25. Okay. That actually rings a bell. All right, I need some math. I need 25 times. Let's do our golden rule. Back to the golden rule. Let's do 17 today. 25 times 17. Nice pillow. Scam. Yo, thanks, Skulls. 425 is what we'll be going for. But our first pour is to 50. I've already folded and rinsed the filter before I put the coffee in there. Did that before stream started, so. We go for our bloom first. All right, so do we want to see Cuthbert for real? We need Tarp. If Tarp was here, I'd feel way more comfortable, like showing you guys Cuthbert. Lacey, it's just the fire burning over here, which I should change that light to red. It looks more accurate. Can't really see the red, but. All right, let's see. That's our first 50. We'll do 100 grams after that of water. Just to take us to 150. I kind of do that second pour straight down the middle. That's what I've been told. Yo, it smells good. I know, we need Tarp. Shirt I'm wearing in my artist old band. Fucking hates it. Yo, that's amazing. That's amazing jam. But I'm stoked to see it. All right. We're gonna bring Tarp in, and then we're gonna talk about some announcements here in a bit. It's just a few things, and they're not crazy, but a few things that are sort of exciting for the club while we enjoy some coffee. Have you always been soft-spoken? I think so. I bet there was a time in high school when I was probably more energetic in my expression. But honestly, probably not. I think I just, the right people brought the right, energy out of me. But I'm not, or the pour landed exactly on 250.0. That's when it's amazing. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm so tired. I got nothing. I'm sure there could have been good ones for everything I just said, but yeah, I think I've for the most part been pretty soft spoken. What tips do you have for high schoolers? Oh my gosh, dude. Honestly, I'd probably say what everybody says. Like really enjoy it. Like, and I think I did because I feel like I heard this as a high schooler, and I do think I did this. There's still times I miss those times, but for the most part, I do not. And it's not because they were bad. I think I really did. I enjoyed them. Like I lived in them. A lot of people spend high school looking forward to college, or spend the time before they can drive looking forward to when they can drive, or like the time they're living at home looking forward to when they can move out. There's just a lot of things that you want to see change in your life, especially as a high schooler, because of all the things that you aren't necessarily doing and think that you'll enjoy more later on. And really, what you will enjoy is exactly where you're at. Like, if you're not enjoying where you're at, then change something about where you're at. Like, don't hope that something that changes around you or about you is going to bring what you'll enjoy. Like, make what you enjoy happen. Does that make sense? Like, enjoy what it is about where you are. And I think that is pretty much just like, it's not even just for high schoolers, I think it's for everybody. What's up, Pix? Yeah, I loved it. And then I loved leaving. And then I loved college. Like, I literally loved it. And then I was so, like, stoked to leave as well when it was time to leave. And so it's like, I, I really, I do my best. I don't think I've done a perfect job with everything, um, by a long shot, but I would definitely do my best to appreciate the present. Yeah, it's a good way to say it, Sonny. The present always has something to offer, you know? And high school is no different. There's something beautiful about high school. Right, 425, if I'm not mistaken. Been doing it for 10 years, right, Jenny? Cry over college stress daily. Yeah, true, Sonny. But that's kind of like, that's part of it. That's like for sure part of it. The working hard for something, the no sleep for something, the not, I won't say obsessing, but like the wow, this is everything, and if it doesn't go well, the rest of my life won't go well. Like the mindsets that we find ourselves pigeonholing into. It's like none of it's true, but it all like is true at the same time. Like it feels real. It is real, and it is what you're working towards. But it's and the pressure is good. We put pressure on ourselves, and good things come out of that pressure, and that's a whole thing as well. But at the same time, it's like you also will like give yourself a proper dose of like you will leave this place and a lot of this stuff won't matter as well, you know? So like when it comes to I'm actually feeling massive anxiety or massive like stress or massive depression over what's happening in my grades, it's like, all right, now it's time for a dose of like none of this shit matters at all. So take some of that and then go back into it and like and work hard again. But let's uh let's have a proper dose of perspective. It was, yeah. It was hard for me as well. Yep. Same Sunny. My final semester of school was miserable. Been a long time since I've popped in the stream, so I'm gonna change my username. You can call me that. Let's go. Now I'm just take a Kai. Kai instead of my dead name says, I got you. I got you. What's up, Kai? Good to see you. Welcome back to the club. We're making coffee. And we're about to hang out with Cuthbert. Cuthbert is a cactus, so say goodbye to Hank. You haven't seen Hank in a while because we're on a different. Are you ready though? Are you ready? Do you ever go to emo night? I've actually not gone to emo night, sweetest. I mean, it kind of depends. Well, I have. Yeah, it kind of depends, I guess, because emo night. There's like emo night Brooklyn that like branded it and they're like doing it, but like emo nights have been a thing for a long time. So like I've been to an emo night, but I haven't been to like the band necessarily. There's a couple of them doing it right now. Tarp isn't here, then we gotta wait. I think we gotta wait. We gotta wait for Tarp. Wait for Tarp. You guys have seen Cuthbert before, right? Cactus. Also, Miss Noman. Did I say hello to you, Miss Noman? It's good to see you. Space, the dramatic reveal, and then doesn't reveal. Emo Night Brooklyn. Is that who you're talking about, sweetest? Because I know there's like Emo Night Brooklyn, and then there's like Emo Night, like NITE, and they're the ones with the little tombstone guy. And I think I feel like there might be another major one. It was all right. It's gonna be my first time seeing Cuthbert. You and I in Portland this weekend. Nice, sweetest. Let's go. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Everything I've ever seen about them always looks like it's a good time. Yeah, they're basically DJs who do like nostalgic emo music. Which I'm sure if they heard me say that, they'd probably be like, "That's not what we are," and they'd be livid. But so I would need to be educated because that's what everybody thinks they are that doesn't know. Was crazy. That's sick. Really, Sonny? Wait, for real? Oh my gosh. Then actually, I do have to, like, Tarp's got to be here. This is a big deal. All right, should we talk about some of these fun things happening in the club? Is that what we're doing? All right, club things. Announcement time. Let's see. All right. Wow, I actually kind of have a number of updates that are fun. The first two are, you know how I always have like a list of updates and a couple of them are like, yeah, we are like, what kind of an announcement is that? Like, oh, there will be a VOD dropping or something like that. And it's like, bruh, a VOD dump? Like, you just should have done that the last several months, but you're making that an announcement. It's like, yeah, you gotta, I gotta let you know that things are happening. So VOD dump is not one of them. That's just something I should do. But speaking of, thanks, Space. That's actually not on the announcement list, even though it's something that I need to do. So I'm not announcing that is happening, but hopefully it will still happen. All right. First two things are like that, though. Okay? So they're not super exciting. It's just the way it is. as I say that. Talon, what's up, Talon? These updates later tonight. Class starting. All right, Bammy Sam. Bammy Sam, it's good to see you. And have good class. An even longer wait for VODs. Nah, I can do some VODs today. Do a few because I still have some work to do for some of these things. Oh man, y'all! Next time, Bichelle. Next time you see the Bishop's World go live, please go in and toss some love into chat, and also share some love from the club because this coffee is so good, and every cup I have made of that coffee has blessed me. Like, very good. My whole soul is thankful for the experience of this caffeine. Announcement under Studio C roof. True. Let's see. We might have actually we got some Studio C announcements. All right. So the first one is one of the ones that's like, yeah, we all know. All right. And that one is that volume 2 CDs for those Patreon people that are a part of that. Volume 2 CDs are incoming. So they're on their way to me. I had some last finishing touches I needed to do on all the tracks. When there's that many tracks all at once, it's like, man, there's actually a lot of music that needs to be like listened to and slightly tweaked. Nothing changed, I don't think. When I do the CDs, they're not like I go in and change things. I just go in and make sure they sound correct and good. And sometimes that just takes some more mixing. But Volume 2 is on the way, and so you'll see those here soon. And then when they're here, I get to ship them out to y'all, and I will send you guys a message soon in Studio C on the Patreon for those of you that are receiving one. And then they'll go up for sale in the merch store as well, if anybody wants them. That's the first Studio C announcement. So patrons part of, let's see, what month was that? It would have been January. Patrons who are a patron for the month of January, you will receive one in the mail. So I'll just get your information if I don't have it already. And then anyone else, you can buy one if you want a CD, because I'll have some. And sometimes it's fun to have a little CD. Secondly, so that's announcement number 1. In a secret safe because I'm so very poor for the next 6 to 9 months. Talon, I am as well. And yes, 100%. There will be one saved. I have a little safe down here, and I keep them saved. And also, I'm not going to sell out anytime soon. So I don't even know. I could probably put them along, like, I could probably put them in everybody on my street's mailbox, and I would never lose them all. They'd somehow just all return to me. Jenny Kitty, yes. Anything that is specific to how you want your CD, if you were a patron in January, or if you want to buy one. Let's start with patrons. Patrons, if you were a patron in January and you want a CD, message me on Patreon of how you'd want that, because I'm going to be in there getting everybody's information again. And that's where I'll go also looking for like specific things. And the more specific you can be, let me know as well, because I don't want to mess anything up. If it's like, hey, can you sign this? It's like, is there a specific place? Like, you can just go ahead and be as specific as you want. That's helpful. That's helpful for me. The separated piercing is the medium concert next week. Yo, someone's probably gonna, yeah. You gotta be careful with that for sure. Yo, EDM festival though, let's go. But Jenny Kitty, I got you. Let's go, Miss Noman. Yeah. All right. So that's all happening. Volume 2 CDs, which I'm stoked about because that means Volume 2 is like officially done. Officially done with Volume 2, which also means, well, we'll get to that. All right. The next announcement is gonna jump a little bit from Studio C and just sign the cover itself. Okay, that's actually what I'll have to do for this one because you literally wouldn't be able to remove. I think I did that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I signed the shrink wrap on somebody's because I feel like I probably did that and just was an idiot. So I'm sorry if I did that. After the sweater, the sweater, I saw him wearing the sweater the other day and I was like, man, he looks good in that. It's a good sweater. It's a good sweater. It's actually one of my favorite sweaters too. The next one, so announcement number 2. So that was number 1. Volume 2 CDs are on the way. Number 2 is kind of exciting. It's kind of a little more exciting. I've been thinking up a few different lines, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Since I've been working on it for a while actually, and just thinking about it. I do a lot of thinking, and a lot of work, and I don't do anything with it. I just sit, and it's kind of like if I ever come to a conclusion, I have it all done and ready. So I. That thought, just save that thought because it's going to play into a few of the next ones. But starting with merch, I think I'm dropping the starting pieces of two more lines of merch. So I'm going to drop at least 2 pieces of merch tonight on the store, and they're just going to be there because I've been thinking about them for a long time. I have them ready to go, and it's 2 more separate like lines, and I'm just going to do it rather than like have them sitting. So I have 2 different lines. One of them is a member line, dropping the member line tonight. And then the other one is the community line. And there will be more details about the community line. So we've got the uniform, right? That's our first line is the uniform. That's with the gaffed hoodie, logo on the back. The hat is part of the uniform. We got the basics, right? The basics are just like your closure right in the center. I forgot. I'm dropping a piece on the basic line as well. So we're dropping a piece on the basic line tonight. We're dropping a piece on a new community line, and then we're dropping a piece on a new member line. And those are that's 2 new lines of merch, and then 1 piece that's being added to the basics. So actually, there's 3 pieces of merch for dropping tonight. Man, sucks. Bishop's World with 25 months. My guy, tier 2. Let's go, dude. Over 2 years of love and support from the one and only Bishop. Yeah. Okay, and with that, the community line is actually something that is going to. I'm still working out the system of this, so this is a TBD. But essentially, you guys will be designing what happens and goes into the community line. So it's going to be every single piece is going to be a collaboration between the club and you guys, and or the club and like one of you. So how we go about that process of whom that is, I believe we'll be releasing a piece every month on the community line, just for fun, because why not? So we'll have a different piece we're releasing every single month, designed collaboration by myself and one of y'all. So that's the community line. And the member line is one that is just pieces that have been in my head that I'm like, these are like, they're just a little more classy. IMO. And I'm stoked about them. So yeah, merch. So that is the announcement number 2. Is there's some merch shifts and a few things that are dropping today, and this is all in the club store. So not on my website, not the official things that come from here inside this room, but from the club store. I know there's two, and that's sort of annoying. And at some point, I'll probably synchronize them, but that's just the way it is right now. Liquor, I have to go to class. Enjoy class, Jenny Kitty. Those are the two not quite as crazy announcements. And then I've got a couple more. We should take a breather. But yeah, thank you, Sanat. Dude, there is the link right there to the club store. Is that first one. And then the second one down there is the official one. That's stuff that's stickers and CDs and all things that come straight from here. So volume 2 will be in the official store soon. And all of this clothing merch right now, all my clothing merch right now is through the club store. Hopefully we'll have an official piece of merch soon as well. Yeah, merch. Yes, true. Yes. There's so much to do, and that has been done as well. But loving it all. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Talon to pee and then come back. And I'm gonna keep sipping coffee because I need to take a breather. All these announcements are just so wild, just so crazy. I want to get music, but I don't want to listen to stream beats. So I don't know what to listen to. That's actually DMCA. It has, right? It has been chilly. Karen, how are you? It's good to see you. Just stream Matt's new single over and over, right, Sonny? Also incredible. Okay, side announcement while we're waiting for Talon. Matt Walden released a song, and it's amazing, and everybody is listening to it, and you should too. So go check it out if you have not. Wait, Sanat, are you... Oh, no, you're talking to Sonny. Let's see. What music should I play? What I need to do, this is what I need to do. I need to create instrumentals of like all my music and then just put it in a playlist on my computer and let it play. Easiest thing. Why haven't I not done that? Another thing to add to the list. Okay, back. All right, Talon's back. Sonny isn't right now. You just messaged me something. Is it something I should read right now or something I should read today? Yo, Bishop, that's right. I don't know if you're still listening or if you heard me earlier, but that was weird. I just saw my camera go in and out of focus. Bro, this coffee is so good. I think I'm almost done with it. Cause I've been drinking this coffee almost every single day. It's so good. A CD of said instrumental playlist. That's actually a good idea too, Space. It's a good idea. There can be. It's just funny because they'll all sound so different. But anyways. And it's nuts. I never realized the meta went so deep. Oh no, skulls. Yeah, that's a whole nother level. You dive into blogs. Oh, okay, good. Okay, cool. All right, Talon's back. Let's do this one. I'm a little wary to announce because I still don't know if it's a good idea or if I will be able to uphold this. And I don't like to announce things that I am not positive I'm going to be able to follow through with. Because it sets expectation and it's like, oh man, I don't know if I can even do that. But let's just go for it, all right? So I was in a 5-hour piano stream in the mornings because mostly, oh, true, Space. That was a good stream, and I miss it. The Club Again stream. I need to do more Club Again streams. Speaking of which, tomorrow, I believe, is tomorrow March 1st? Sure enough. All right. Welcome to what is currently known as March Mayhem because I march May stream every single day. The plan is to stream every single day of March. So we're doing it and it starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. And it won't be probably for as long. And some days will be, I'm not actually, I'm not even going to say anything. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know what the content is going to be. I was planning on just doing music every single day because that's what I love to do to some degree. But we're going to stream every single day in March. Just for fun, which isn't even that crazy because literally people do that all the time. But March Mayhem, here we go. No set times, Sonny. I have no idea. What I'm probably going to do is Monday, Wednesday, Fridays will likely stay the same. But I also was considering doing like Pacific time, 5 to like 7, just every single day, PM. So like evening, just like a 2-hour set every single evening. Yeah, no, guys, you don't have to be here every day. I have to be here every day. So that's not on y'all. That's something I have to do for March. Alex, no, I'd love to see you. Beardy, let's go, right? I don't know if it's going to be music. In my head, I'm planning on just doing music every single day for the month of March, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I can't sing that much or I can't whatever, then I'll just do other things too. But that's the plan, is to stream every single day on March. So there we go. That's one of the announcements. Right space, shorter streams. You can catch the whole thing. Man, bleed over into April and May as well. Beardy. Maybe so. Maybe we'll just start streaming every single day. Noman, does that work? So we'll mess with time frames. So maybe after the first couple, we'll have it figured out. But I'm kind of thinking about adjusting the schedule to that, to a like, it would be a 7 Central actually is what it would become. So 7 Central for 2 hours every day, and yeah, that's the plan. March Madness, exactly. It is March Madness, March Mayhem, March mental awareness. So welcome to March tomorrow. Actually, I think I'm going to try it. We are Mega March. Y'all can come up with every single day. I'm dependent on you to come up with the name for what we're calling the month of March. So I expect that y'all have a name for it every single day, and we will run a poll on whose wins. And if yours doesn't win, then show up with it tomorrow, because you can't win more than once. So like, it's got to be in the running on the next day. But we need all the March names we can possibly get, because I don't know what to call it other than Mayhem, because I think it might make me go crazy. It might make me go mad, but we'll see. March yourself to bed because you will be tired. True. I see you. Would you ever be up for podcasting? Pixie, I don't know. If it was, I don't know. Yes, I would. It would have to be the right thing, but I'd be down. Monday to Friday or every single day. Missed, I'm saying every single day. Seeing every single day. That's the plan. I might not on Sundays just so I can have a day to not, but also I probably just will. So I think I'm just going to do every single day. Maybe I'll pop on Sundays just to say hey and be like, guys, it's Sunday. Look at that. And then peace, fam, you know? But regardless, my plan is to hit go live every single day, which again is not that it's not that insane. Literally, people do it all the time. Pixie, I don't know. As soon as there's like topics, it puts pressure on it. I'm not good at talking under pressure. Just period. Never have. And when and it also like it's not even like not good at talking in pressure because I can like prepare something and speak on something if I need to. But if like you actually want my thoughts, like pressure just doesn't work. It's like you just won't get them. So it just has to be like much more organic and authentic than that for my thoughts to actually, for me to even know what my thoughts are. It's not even like, like I just don't know. Like I literally won't find my thoughts unless it's an authentic conversation. I don't know what it is. There's something inside me that just keeps me from thinking. It's Sunday, day of rest. Bye, right space. Methodical march. More car streaming, maybe so. Talent. Maybe we'll do some streaming, just driving around, like listening to mixes or something. That would be impossible because I need my phone to listen to mixes. But Annette, you're right. Oh my gosh, we got to get our pokies hanging with us. All right, so that is let's see, where are we at? Like 3? Is that like announcement number 3? Yeah. March Madness announcement. Mayhem. Make a good calming podcast. That would be interesting. What would you even talk about? Mobile Rig Mondays. Let's go. Mental March. Monday to Sunday March. Marching towards burnout. Oh my gosh. Imagine. Please. Please, none of that. I still have everything that I have to do as usual. So some of the streams may just be me doing the things that I like actually still have to do, you know? But who knows? Maybe I will literally be able to give stream a few hours of my every single day. Lex, we should start a podcast. Start a podcast. Yeah. Project Mayhem. Right? There we go. Project Mayhem. Mental March. Y'all, you all better be writing down these names because we need one for every single day. And I need you to, if nothing else, when you see the notification, you just got to show up and toss it in chat. Even if you're in class and you see like I'm live, you gotta tap it in, type it in, hit send, and then close out. Because I gotta get the names. We're gonna put it in the title every single day. A Heath Merst podcast. that would actually be so funny. Oh. If you release VODs, you won't need to wait. What? You still would have to write the names down. We still have to get the names for every single stream. It would be a mess. It actually would be a mess, though. Ron Hill, thanks for the follow, man. Thank you. We got the Pokemons. The Pokemons are present. Annette, thank you for the reminder. I'm sorry. I'll have to know ideas. Oh, because they'll all be in chat from the VOD. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, no, but you got to have them unless you want to scrub through this VOD every single time you pop in, which, Sonny, I don't, that might be just easy slaps for you. I feel like you're already used to that. Just talk in a podcast. I like who who wants to, I can't say that. I can't say that. I feel like there's so many podcasts these days. It's funny. It's like everybody just starts a podcast because everybody thinks they're interesting. And they are, but it's like who's out here listening to all this stuff? But I have to debate myself because I literally saw one of my buddies be like, "Hey, I started a podcast." And I was like, "Another podcast? Oh my gosh." And then I went and listened to it. And I was literally listening to the whole thing while I was working. So, like, people literally do listen. People listen. It's not like a crazy idea. It just is so funny to me. Have you been on Discord? Pillow, yes. And I reacted to your picture of the white hat because I've still not seen the white hat until you got one. I think you're the only one that's gotten a white hat, Pillow. And it looks sick. Like, I love it. I thought it was so cool. I want one. I want to get one. Alex, I don't either. I guess, which is why I'm kind of like, does anybody listen to him? But I did. Like, I opened it up when my friend dropped his and I listened to the whole thing. And I was like, that was really interesting. And I actually love listening to it. But they were all me doing different accents. That'd actually be funny. I'll take it. I'll take that, Pix. And I don't know what I'll do with it, but I feel like for the most part, I'm utilizing my voice to some extent. So I'll just try to do more of that. Documentary person, Alex, I feel that. I like a documentary. I have to be in the mood for it. But honestly, I feel like documentaries make me in the mood for them. So if it's a good documentary, I'll sit down and watch it kind of begrudgingly and end up being like, this is incredible. But I never want to watch a documentary. It's kind of like, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch something with action and story and emotion. And then I end up watching a documentary and I'm like, there was so much in there, and there was like plot and action and emotion. It's like, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot sometimes. Anonymous gifter gifted me a sub here 3 hours ago. Thank you, whoever you are. Just time for March Melodies. Nice, Karen. Let's go. And congrats on your gifted sub. Let's go. Thank you, Anonymous, whoever gifted those. Imagine this podcast where every week you get an up-and-coming music artist. They play a set, and then you get interviewed after. Louis, dude, this is revolutionary. Oh my gosh, we should start a show where we have an artist come on and they play a set of music, and then we get to like talk to them about their music that they just played and like get to know them better, get to know why they wrote the song, like find some tea, maybe some moments that are like exclusive that they're willing to like spill and talk about. I don't know. What a crazy idea. Would anybody be down for something like that? Dr. Barry from Manchester. It's just me pretending to be a doctor. Find my voice for singing. Picks like a podcast of me teaching you how to sing. History documentaries. Heard. I feel that. But podcast form. Sheesh. Podcast form is in just no video. Y'all go follow Mogul right now. Go follow. Just all y'all need to go follow Mogul. So crazy, man. Just so crazy. Like these ideas. This is such a good idea. We should do it. We should do it. Just you every week playing music. Imagine it's that, but it's my music every time. So, yeah, it's an episode. Man. What's up? Yo, boyin. How's it going, man? I have not checked show and tell pillow. No, I was just in general. Nightmares, what is up? We are right in the middle of our announcements right now. Groundhog Day? I know, right? Boy, what happened, man? God, you leave me alone for 6 months and I'm out here just growing a beard for no reason. You shaved yours? I feel like I actually did notice that but I'm trying to, because I saw the DMCA post that you posted where they like blocked your music or something. But I'm seeing fuzzy, but I think it was around your head and not on your chin. Sons of the Forest pillow. I actually really enjoy the Forest. It's a fun game. So Sons of the Forest, I've known nothing about it or why it exists, but I'm assuming it's the same game, but a new version. Okay, true. We have a few more announcements. Okay, so we talked about the March Madness streaming every single day in the month of March. Month of March. Stream every day. Cool. Let's see. Then I guess the next thing is here's the next announcement. This one's actually like kind of a big deal, at least one that I'm excited about. I've done some talking to a few of my patrons and to my my moderator, my moderator, my managerator. And I have decided on a new function to my rhythm of Patreon. And because as you guys know, we've done 2 volumes at this point, which has been, how long has that been? It's been a little over a year, I suppose, of doing Patreon. Yeah, a little over a year we've been doing Patreon, releasing a song every single month. And at around 7 songs, I turn it into a volume. And that volume is removed from Patreon, and so everybody that was a part of it got to hear the songs, download the songs, interact with the songs, enjoy them. And then at 7 months, they're removed, and I put them onto a CD and send that out to my patrons, and then anyone can buy the CD if they want. That has been the rhythm. It's been like Patreon's been a total experiment for me, and I'm always experimenting with just about anything when it comes to being an independent artist. Like, what is something that is feasible and doable, that is at its core good, like at its core, like good's not the right word, at its core, like pure in my intention and my desire of what I want to do as an artist. But also these things are things that are sustainable, and also these things are things that I will see growth and income and like ability to survive off of. Like, that is literally my mission in life, and has been since I can't remember, like I don't know when. Patreon is another step in that. Has been, is this something that I can do? Is this something I can keep up with? Is this something that's going to feel like busy work and I'm going to burn out because it's like, man, I got to do this? Is it something that is actually going to bring me life and like fill me up, and I'm going to enjoy doing it, but also it's going to be a good rhythm to establish to where I will end up a year later with all this music and be happy of like the deadlines and the things that I set for myself as an artist, and make me a better artist, and hopefully bring in income and make me sustainable. All those things, right? That is what Patreon is there for me. Just like literally everything else I do. But that is what Patreon I stepped into for. So just so you can know my intention, my purpose. It's been an experiment. I've learned a lot from it. There's a lot of things I love about it. A lot of things I don't love about it. Gator, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Patreon, in case they ever hear this, they would be a better platform if they. But this is just speaking from a music perspective because they're not focused on any particular genre of like content, so they don't really need to hear this. But they're pretty terrible for a musician, because the way that you interact with a piece of music is just like awful comparatively to every other place that you listen to music. Just the user friendliness, the design of their interface and everything. So I don't really have a huge solve for that other than leaving the platform and starting somewhere else, like on my own website. But which I plan on doing. Patreon, you've been amazing, but I'm gonna step off of Patreon at some point. But I don't know when that will be. It's not gonna be right now because I don't have any backend or things like that set up for a different platform. I wouldn't imagine OnlyFans is any better when it comes to your music intake. But let's make exactly, Boyne. We need our own. Is Ko-Fi better, Pixie? Regardless, not necessary. I mean, actually, I will always take your suggestions. So let me know if you have any. But I'm not switching. I'm still on Patreon. But I'm coming with a new rhythm, okay? The rhythm's shifting slightly. So at the end of 7 months, as you guys have been able to listen to these songs for 7 months, those of you that are on Patreon, I am still going to 7-ish months. Maybe some will be longer or slightly less because that's not an in-stone thing. It's just what I've been doing. But at 7 months, it's going to turn into a volume and I'm going to turn it into a CD and send it out on our merch month of Patreon so that the people that have been patrons get that CD. But instead of just removing the music from Patreon and putting it on a CD, I do leave it technically accessible to the highest tier, just because it's like I don't take anything away from them. There's like 2 of them or something, and if they're that tier of patron, they just deserve the world any world that I have to offer. So, but here's the new thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am still removing them from Patreon because Patreon is just not a good place to listen to music. Ben Tran, what is up, man? Good to see you. And by that, I mean the focus. I'm removing the focus from Patreon at that 7 months. And here's what I'm doing instead. I have uploaded Volume 1 and Volume 2 to SoundCloud. And at the end of the 7 months, once I send out once I get the CDs, I'm just releasing that music. So Volume 1 and Volume 2 are already done and released. I'm turning it into a CD. The patrons have gotten to listen to all this music up until like for the 6 months exclusively. No one else gets to listen to it for 7 months technically. Everybody else gets to stay in the shadows and not really know what's going on unless they get tidbits here and there. Well, at the end of 7 months, I'll turn it into a CD, but also I'm just going to release it. So they're going up on SoundCloud. If you go to theclosureclub.com/music, you should be able to go to theclosureclub.com/music. And if you refresh that, I'm going to double check. Okay, it's actually Studio C. It's theclosureclub.com/Studio C. And I don't think you'll have to double check for me that it shows up. I just kind of put like some filler text in those paragraphs, but double check. Someone double check that for me. Gator with 5 gifted subs. Why, dude? Gator, thank you so much for the gifted subs, man. The frick, dude. You were crazy. 100 gifted subs in the Closer Club. Undeserving of you, my friend. I want my hoodie back. Yo, I literally just wore that hoodie the other day. Gotta come get it. Come get it, Gator. I got your hoodie, man. Yep, it should not be password protected. It might in the future, but it shouldn't be. You should be able to listen to that music on my website at theclosureclub.com/Studio C. So that will be the new home for my music as I release it in Studio C. But again, if you're part of the Patreon, you're still hearing songs month to month that nobody else is hearing because we're releasing a song today. Today is the first day of Volume 3. And actually, I think I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek of just the intro. I was working on it last night till 5. Gator, I owe you something. I don't know what. If it's my hoodie, I don't know what it is, but I owe you something. Ben, I am planning on releasing multiple of them on Spotify, but once I actually finish them, because they're finished, like they sound like finished songs. So up next to any other tune, for the most part, like they'll probably sound a little more homemade, but for the most part, like they do sound just like a fully produced, mixed, and mastered tune because they are produced, mixed, and mastered, but it's just all done by me, like here on my computer. So there are multiple of those songs that I do plan on either finalizing myself or taking into a studio and getting done a little bit more properly. And those I would release on Spotify. But just the money it takes to put music up on Spotify, it's not super, super expensive when you're going through places like DistroKid and stuff. But I don't want the money wall to be in between me and releasing music because I'm trying to release a lot. As far as these, this is essentially 14. This is 14 songs that are just out now. So I'm going to actually unprivatize them on SoundCloud as well. But you can just go to my website and you can find it all there. So you can go to theclosureclub.com/Studio C, and every 7 or so months, there will be a new volume on my website. And for people that are part of Patreon, you still are receiving an exclusive song every single month. And this is a, let's see if this works. Here's a sneak peek of what we got. I think this one, I've got a couple options actually, but I think I'm going to just drop this one tonight. And it's a little different. So we got a tune coming out tonight on Patreon that's going to sound a little different than usual. but we'll see how it goes. That's going to be the beginning of volume 3 for the club. So check it out if you want to be a part of the Patreon. We're releasing that tonight. It is the last day of February, so our February song is due, and then in 7 months or so, volume 3 will be live and available on the website for everyone. But everybody else has to wait. You got to wait a while. So that's let's see. That's one of the larger announcements. Is both volumes are free for everybody to listen to. And there you go. All right, so those are public. Volume 1 and Volume 2 are released to the world via the beautiful SoundCloud. And then we have a new song dropping tonight on Patreon. So gear up for that, patrons. As you know, always a fun time to do that. Thank you, Sanat, for all the commands, dude. And on the Patreon, I'll go ahead and just make public the patron songs as well, the past ones, part of the first volume. So not that anyone should really care to go listen to them on there, because they're, again, Patreon is just an awful. I've just received so many feedback comments about how awful of a listening platform it is. So we're gonna try to circumvent that one. Let's see. I think I've got like one more. That was the big one. Was the Studio C's being released to the world. That's true, Space. Yeah, no, I'm going to unlock all of those on Patreon as well. I just wanted to put it in a different place so that your listening experience when listening to the Studio C Volume 1 and 2 could just be better than trying to listen to it on Patreon. Saps. Yeah, so I'll be doing that today as well. Is getting all that good to go and clear on the Patreon. Let's see. And then I guess last thing is I'm planning this one's a little bit less of a big deal because I'm pretty sure some of these you've even heard if you've been a part of the club, if you've been a part of this stream much at all. I've worked on some of it, even on production streams. But I have an EP of like the Closure Club music that I'm planning on releasing. Probably April is the running date right now. So we've got a Closure Club like live tunes coming as well in April, and that's kind of just the last thing. So something to be on the lookout for. And that those songs are songs I am preparing for Spotify, like all streaming platforms. So the first of probably another like rhythm of EPs, the first of those coming out over on the Spotify and all streaming platforms world in April. So lots and lots of music in the works, like tons of music in the works right now. But all good things and a few more branding things to tighten up. But that's pretty much it. That's it. That's all the announcements. That's all I have. I will type them up in Le Discord and put them in a place for all people to see. Just so anyone that didn't get to hear on the stream can check them out. That's pretty much it, fam. Other than that, I'm just gonna sit and enjoy some cafecito. And I do have some work I got to do today. Trip to Europe is most likely still happening, and that will be April, which also is partially why I need to do my best to give you as much music as I possibly can in March. Space. I think last thing can be that you guys can see Cuthbert, but if Tarp isn't here, I don't know what to do, man. What do we do without Tarp? You know? It is truly soon. Is this the Cuthbert Club? It's honestly, this is the Cuthbert Club. I don't know, Talon. That is not in. It definitely is not in the current plan. It's just gonna be because I'm not like necessarily doing like a full travel of Europe, even though I probably should. But I'm trying to get out there. This is like probably the only time that's gonna make the most sense. But it's not necessarily a like vacation time. I feel like I've got tons of stuff to do on either end of it. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look at what travel feels like once I'm there, and see if it feels possible. We got you, boy, and dude. And good luck with all the stuff you're working on. Thanks for popping in and saying, "Hey, man." I'll have to see Tom, because that would be fun. Also, since I don't know anything about traveling inside of Europe, it's kind of like I don't even know what to expect. So it's hard for me to like feel like I can say necessarily a yes or no, but I'd like to. It's not that difficult to travel around Europe, right? Once you're in, no borders except England. Oh no. Traveling in Europe is super easy. Getting into England is a little spicy, but it's not hard. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to be like debriefed, pre-briefed, briefed. Get it done, Deku. Thanks for saying hey as well. I got stuff I gotta do. It's been a busy several days. But one of the things you actually have to keep briefs on in Europe. Really? Nah. Lawn Boy, all I got for you is some fire. I'm sorry. There's a little stream as well. It's kind of nice. Okay, I've got some VOD things to do. We got music up on the website. It is live. It should be working. You should have Studio C Volume 1 and 2 available, both there and also on the lovely SoundCloud.com. Why? Okay, this is weird. On SoundCloud, the songs are private, but the albums are unprivate, which doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, so let me just fix that as well. Let's see, indie. Oops. Let's do that. That and I'll pass on a Cuthbert sighting for a story behind the club logo design. Space, that's fair. That is fair. Cuthbert sighting. It's so sad because Cuthbert really is right here. Like I have Cuthbert right in front of me. I'd love for you guys to see Cuthbert. Maybe I'll just have to depend on you guys to take screenshots of Cuthbert so that Tarp can see. We could do that. Oops. But also I could talk about the logo. Because I actually really like the logo. And its purpose, and its meaning. It's good things. There's good things there. Let's see. You'll DM Tarpa pick of Cuthbert. Hey, then maybe we should. Maybe we should. That's fair, because you are wearing it. Okay, I'll talk about it. The Closure Club, to me, is a safe space, right? In some ways, because of the way that I process my emotion into music, like that's how I effectively and healthily process the things that I either know that I'm going through or didn't know I'm going through, like aware of or unaware of, turning it into words. And therefore, if it's words, they're words I can say and or with emphasis, emphatically sing them. But like there's a legitimate physical exiting of my body, like of myself, when that happens. And so I like that. I like that of this specific means of processing. There's a lot of different ways to process your emotions and process the things that you're going through. But for me, music and singing them is like hella effective, like very effective for me because of how like logical that is, like how rationally physical of a experience it is. So the Closure Club for me, it's named that because, and I've named my music Closure because that's my reason, it's my purpose for writing in at all, is to create some of that, is to find some of that for myself or maybe for others if other people relate to some of the words that I'll end up kind of like scribbling out and excavating in my work. But this space, I've always had a place that I could go, and it's either been better or worse depending on whatever season, but I've always had a place that I could/would go for creating that closure for me, like for processing those things in the means the way that I do. And when I was a kid, and first started writing, it was literally just like in the desk under my we had loft beds. My dad built like these beds so that me and my younger brother, we both grew up in the same room, shared a room. We both got to have like top bunks, and we had like our desks underneath because he built this whole like thing. He's an architect. And so initially as a kid, it was just under my like bed at my little desk. And then in high school, it was in my closet, and I had like all my clothes hanging up, and I had somehow was given a mic and like somehow had this like strange interface thing that I probably still have today. It's like the most old looking piece of gear you've ever seen. And a mic, and I like bought my first computer, and it had some software I downloaded off the internet that like could record audio. And so it was my closet, and I could surround, it was like nice and like quiet because it was all clothes everywhere. And there was like a little shelf in there that my computer sat on, and I could like shut the door. And then in school, when I was in college, there was soundproof piano rooms, and I'd be there. Or I moved to Florida, and we had this studio. Like there's always been a place that for me I could get away, go and not be in the presence of anyone, but also not bother anyone. And that's like key number one, is knowing that I could be vulnerable with myself and my emotions through words and through expression without like entirely without the pressure of others. And that is like biggest thing. Like I need that to actually be entirely vulnerable and entirely like healthy in my process, for whatever reason, which makes sense. But I need that space. And so that space is super important to me. I've had it like basically my entire life. I'll find it in whatever, like, no matter how shitty or how like amazing and like well put together it is, I will find or create that space and utilize it because I need it. Like I legitimately need to survive, to process the things that I go through or like experience. We all do, and we all do it different ways too. And so that space to me is, with that context, that space is like transcendent to me. It's absolutely like there's no space more important to me in my mental health than that space. And it's such a like precious need of mine that it's something that I just see as one of the most beautiful things. And again, I see it as transcendent in a lot of ways, not in like necessarily like a deeper spiritual or any kind of way, just like because I do feel like I'm able to escape. I feel like I'm able to walk out of life and objectively separate things that have happened and things that I like how I feel about them, and create something from it and literally remove it from my body, like I talked about, physically through music and like just using my voice in whatever way. And so that space is just, it's one of the most important things to me and one of the most beautiful things to me. And in that way, it's healing, and it's necessary for like my survival. So it's a place that I just think highly of, wherever I'm able to create however much of it, like big or small, effective or little effective, like whatever I need. And so that logo to me is a visual representation of kind of, it's very like, there's an art style that uses it a lot, and I think they probably use it in a lot more like spiritual ways. But honestly, I really don't know. I just like it, and I think that it accurately represents a place that I'm like, it's like the doorway, right? It's like the doorway to the space that for me I need and have to create, no matter where I am, whatever stage or season of life. I will always have it. Like I will always create it, and I will fight for it. And in times I feel it being removed are the times that are like the worst seasons of my life, and times that I need to like adjust and find how I create it again. Just because I literally needed to survive at this point. So that is entirely like representative of the doorway of stepping from experience to healing, for me in my process. It's not anything deeper or like crazier or like spiritual or anything like that. It doesn't mean that I like have this ability to like save myself from the world or anything. Nothing like that. But I do have the ability to sit with my experience and my thoughts and process them properly. However means I've been given that ability. I have it, and that is me stepping into an intentional space of doing that, because that is important and that is healthy, and necessary for, I think, everyone. I think we all just do it differently and have different means of it. But mine is that, and it's highly revered, for me. So that is kind of like, not kind of, that's what it means, and that's where it's from, and that's what it is for me. And for anyone else, the reason why I feel like that depiction is important is because every single one of you need that. And again, it doesn't have to be that intense, and it doesn't have to be that deep or that sad or that like emotional, or that anything. But you do need, everybody needs, for the sake of your own health, like you need to have a doorway that you step through, and you find on the other side a space that you can properly, rationally, and vulnerably process things that you experience, because we all are out here experiencing life. And that does things to you. And if you don't take the time to ask yourself what it does ever, that's not good. It's like actually not good, because it will emerge from you. Like it will come out of you in ways that you are just unaware of. Like you will translate it into something and you just have no idea because you just are this way, or just say things like that, or just treat people this like this. It's like it does come out of you. And I personally just think it's important to be more in control of the way that it comes out of me, or at least be aware of the way that it comes out of me. And that's through a healthy process. And so I think that doorway is necessary for all. I think everybody needs to step into a place where they're considering those things the way that they should, the way that you should. So that's what it is for me. And that's kind of why it's become, I don't know if this is something that even is helpful for people, but that's why it's become the Closure Club, is because I have that for myself. I've always found that for myself and need it. Like I fight for it. I've always fought for that. And I don't think enough people consciously do fight for it, or know to, maybe even, or we're told that it's weak to have it, or just in denial that maybe we don't need it. And I think I'm present. I think I'm here to remind us that it's not weak, and it's also like it's instead wise, in my opinion. And also, it is important. It is important and worth your time to have it. And I think most of you probably have found a thread of that in being present in what my live stream has become, because my live stream came from that. And that's what made it become not just like, oh, it's Closure streaming. It's like, this is a specific place. Like this is a thing that you step into. And I don't know what you're going through. Like, I don't know what's going on in your life. And sometimes we see it in chat. Sometimes we don't. We don't need to. If you want to, you can. This isn't like a place for therapy. I don't have answers. So like, chat's not necessarily always the best place. In fact, it's not the best place for like the processing of it. But I do think that creating space for it is the first step in finding the best place. And if that is something that you find here or anywhere, it's like you are taking that step. And the Closure Club is the space that I have named to just open the door to like, I'm over here finding it for myself, like, and intentionally trying to make this thing happen, because it's important to me and I need it. And you all need it too. I don't know if you need it through this door, but you can if you want. Like if I'm able to help facilitate that in any way, like I'm down. I can't carry the burdens of us all. No man can. But if it's helpful for you to step into your own process and step into your healing by means of a doorway that I do have the power to create a doorway and open it up. This is a place that's helpful. Like, please utilize it. Utilize it in whatever way that is helpful. And I will do my best to continue facilitating it as long as I breathe air. And that's the Closure Club. That is it. That's its purpose. I've talked about it before on streams of various celebration. But that is also where the logo does come from. It's, in my opinion, it's just a nice, clean, but also in some ways like therapeutic, like depiction of the doorway of where you are and what you may need to step into, and then step out of. You don't need to sit in like vulnerable like emotion for hours and hours on end, but you do need to process the things that have happened to you in life. So that's it. It's that. As simple and yet profound as that. from your viewpoint looking out. Also, Mel, I have not eaten food yet. I need to hop on that soon. Uh, driving to Cali. Nice, stopping for gas, dude. Wow, girl, enjoy your drive. Drive safe. During half price apps, yo, Messica, of my heart, half price apps are a vibe from Applebee's. It's actually a doorway looking in space. I see it as I'm in the world that I'm in, and I want to step into that place. And I kind of designed it to look like it's kind of got the colors of the club. If you look at it, it's got the pink side of the wall and the blue side of the wall, and the way the blue hits the ground, but the way the pink hits the like walls of the room. And on the one in the shirt, there's the stars in it, and the yellow, like I've got a light here. It's like kind of like there's sunlight as well. It's really like it's kind of stepping into it's taking the step up, like elevating yourself into making a decision of I'm going to process this. Like I'm going to intentionally step into this. I'm not just like gonna fall into it. It takes energy, it takes effort, but it's worth it, and it's meaningful, and it's necessary, and that's a few steps I can take up into a space that is better for me. However long I need to be in here. Yeah, Meska, exactly. I think we all kind of are alone in it for the most part, and to some extent need to be. Not all of it, but to some extent, there's only so much that you can process with other people, because you really are the caretaker of your own heart. Like there's no one else, there's no one else that can the way that you can, and that takes energy, it takes effort, and intentionality. But if you at least have the space that's facilitating, maybe built to help you do that better than you could just entirely on your own, like that's where it is. It's like you can't trust anyone to make the best decision for you and your own like soul. Like that is up to you. But do it in a place that hopefully is facilitating that well, and also that you feel safe and feel cared for and seen in, because that is helpful. And that's what you're talking about, of like having to not do that alone, I think is very important. Absolutely, cutie fly. Yeah, space. It's funny. I feel like I see questions like that from time to time, and I really like don't step in all the time, Shan, because like purely because of that. It's like, oh my gosh, my long-winded ass is about to just like go off and talk for 30 minutes, which I think I just did. But so I try not to answer them because I can't answer them concisely. I'm awful at that, but is what it is. Mel, I absolutely will. I absolutely will be making an announcement in text of the announcements. Right, Karen? Yeah, dude. Me and Darren have had some good talks for sure. What's up, John, with the 8 months as well? Time for another month. Let's go. Thanks for sticking with me, John. And Shan in the Raiders. Shan, how was your stream? Yo, I feel like you don't stream super often. It's always exciting when we get to have a stream from Shan. How was it? NS Low, welcome in. How are you? Gluma. It was pretty good. Let's go, Shan. Nice. Good to hear. Gluma, how you doing? Stupid work made me miss them. No, Mel, it's okay. I can do another rundown of it before I shut down stream as well, which I don't have necessarily any intention of shutting down stream in the next few minutes. I'm still just chilling. So, but I can before we end stream. I can definitely run through them again. Some club announcements. Doing kind of meh. I feel you, Gluma. Just arrived home. Nice. Nice. It feels good to come home after a meh day. Yeah, Keyfly, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Good question, Space. Thanks for the discussion. Rundown. Been a long time since I've been here. Sorry, I've been focusing on mass slots lately through my life, but I hope you have wonderful days ever. Yvonne, good to see you. And yeah, we're doing good. And you're free to come through whenever you want. Sonny, what time is it for you right now? It has been, John. It's been pretty crazy. It's been very, very, very rainy. Very rainy. Which isn't super wild, but it is wild for this area. And for it to be like that for this long too. It's been a couple I feel like it's been a couple weeks of just straight rainy days. And I love a rainy day or two. But after a few too many, it really is. I can feel the way it starts to affect me. Like, man, I really just don't want to do anything. You're good, Shan. We did announcements earlier, but we got we'll hop through them again here at the end of stream, and I'll be posting them. So no worries. You don't have to stick around. And if you missed them, you will see them. I promise I will post them everywhere. It's just a couple things. Bum, 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 bum. I am currently the biggest one. I'll talk about the biggest one right now while we're on the subject of what were the announcements. I've been in the snow for the past 2 weeks. John. The snow and rain hath definitely been wild. Let's see. For another 90 minutes. Okay, cool. Cool, Sonny. After the Patreon news. Actually, yeah, there was. We need Tarpe. Seeing Cuthbert. All right, so If we get enough Cuthberts in the chat, then we will see Cuthbert. We'll just have to take a screenshot. We already have space on it and ready to take said screenshot. And we'll have to send it. Everybody has to send it to Tarp. Everyone. You being the Tarp. It's okay. Tarp's probably in the middle of 1,000 million things. But we'll just make sure that we get a good screenshot to send to Tarp. Tarp is getting a lot of pics. Yes. The daughter card. Let's go. Manifesting Tarp. True, Mel. True. Okay. We definitely got some Cuthbert emotes. Let me get Cuthbert. Are you guys ready for a Cuthbert reveal? This is not the first time Cuthbert has been revealed, but it has been a long time. Not the first time, but first in a long time. We get a sighting once a year. That's basically true. Oh my gosh, that's actually kind of sad. But hey, Cuthbert's been doing well, so it's not sad. It's not sad. All right, Shan, enjoy your food. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure we had Cuthbert come through. All right, you guys ready? Oh, that's right. It was cooking with Bishop when Cuthbert came through, because you could see him in his window. Right. Are you ready? Let's get a countdown. Countdown for Cuthbert. Phone typing is the worst. The worst. Food goes later, Shan. Shan, you don't have to put off your food just for glow. All right, everyone say hello to Cuthbert. Cuthbert is like the most perfect cactus you've ever seen. Like, there's no better cactus than this. This is the most cactus you've ever witnessed. He's so tiny, he just fits in this little mug. Just chilling with us. Cuthbert is a he, and Cuthbert I've had since 2015, I believe. Yo, I've had Cuthbert a long time. Cuthbert has traveled many places as well. Sell it for stock images. The most typecasted cactus. I'm dead. Don't drink. Imagine I accidentally drank Cuthbert. So regal. Look at him. One of the greatest. One of the greatest cacti of all time. A whole photo album. One of the greatest cacti of our generation. He does have like this white color that has slowly climbed up him, and I don't know what it's from. I need to look it up because I would have thought it was bad, but I honestly have no idea. And he seems to be fine and has been. Is it just getting old? Is that what getting old looks like for a cactus? I need to give him a little water, but he's definitely not. I did water him recently. He's a very, very nice and low maintenance cactus. He doesn't need a lot. As proven by him being like nearly 10 years old. This cactus is almost a decade old. There's no way. Oh my gosh, he's like on 8 years. Root rot? Is that what it is, Talon? So is he actually just like dying? Like, is it bad? Yeah. I drain, but the mug's not great for draining. But I put water in, and then I know this sounds kind of crazy, but like I just make sure no soil comes out. But then I literally drain it so the soil is like has been dampened, but there's no water sitting in there. But he might need more drainage than that, because I've had him in a mug since the beginning of time, because I love his mug. But if that's not enough drainage, then I might need to do more, do something different. I'm not a cactus professional. I just have had this one for a long time. If he's sitting in damp soil, it's not good for him. Okay, I'll have to rearrange my process a bit. His mug, he's been in that mug for so long. Maybe I could drill a hole in the bottom of it or something. He does. The reason he's not in here is because he would not get any sun in here. He lives in the window where there is sun. The perfect amount. Spike. That's a good cactus name. All right, Shan, enjoy your food. Put them in a little plastic pot, and then that one inside the mug. I have another one of my cactuses that's in a plastic pot and then inside the mug. I'll have to go get a plastic pot. I also was thinking that if I were to get a bigger pot, I wonder if he would grow, because he has been the same size since the beginning of time. And I imagine it's because he literally has no room to grow. But I don't know if that's true about cacti. Imagine Cuthbert, I put him in a bigger pot and all of a sudden he's just just takes off. That would be crazy. I'd be so down. You're like making him a bonsai. I don't know if I want him to get any bigger, but it would be kind of dope to like one day be able to afford a home. Wild thought. But buy a house and have just a massive pot and it's just a big, like, imagine Cuthbert is like huge. That'd actually make my whole life. I would not be able to travel with a cactus like that at this point. Like move around. I wouldn't have any place for one. Really? Bro, I can't imagine. Look at him. Look at him. He's so small. He's a small cactus. But I love him for it. Love him for it. He's the right size, you know. Dad Bert, how would I go about Cuthbert prolificating? Ray, what's up, dude? How are you, my friend? Good. Also, Dadbert is the perfect name for when we can find a way to duplicate Cuthbert's. Ray, you trying to grow a beard, bro? It's not worth it. It's a scam. Just cut off extra limbs and then pot those. I would not know how to cut off a limb of a cactus and I'd feel so scared. Y'all, what we should do is you can redeem channel points for a baby Cuthbert. Like, I'll clip off an extra limb of Cuthbert and put it in a pot and send it to you, and you can grow your own Cuthbert. Beards are nothing but a waste of time. Exactly, TJ. Yes, Pixie. Everybody post your cactus babies in show and tell. Please, for all of us, for all of our dear lives to be better. See, Spirit, give me the way to hide my ugly mug. That's how I feel right now, too. Able to get away with just looking homeless, you know? Thank you, Gluma. Loki kept knocking off. Mel, when they fall off the windowsill, it is hard to keep them alive. The first one would go to Tarp for sure. Imagine Tarp gets an actual Cuthbert child. Yo, that would be crazy. Fake cactus are cactus too. They're just fake, and it's okay. No one's judging them for that. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's better off being that way, you know? All right, all of them are officially public. So there's a number of announcements today. There's a number of announcements today, but the main one is that Volume 1 and 2 are public for all people to listen to on through via SoundCloud. So if you go to my website, it's just all on my website. You can go to theclosureclub.com/Studio C, and Volume 1 and 2 of Studio C music are available for you. So click on Studio C tab, and you can listen to all that music. It's been music that's been only for patrons. So revealing the new rhythm of Patreon, and this is the biggest announcement of today. We had like 5 or so announcements, and they're all just kind of fun things that are happening or things to look forward to. But as of today, as of February 28th, the Patreon rhythm is a song a month for patrons. Patrons get a whole ass closure song, a whole ass whatever, a Studio C song, a song from me, original tune, every single month on Patreon for all patrons. And then after 7 or so months, patrons will receive a CD in the mail. Everybody else has the option to purchase this CD if they want. And those songs will go live on SoundCloud. And they'll stay on Patreon, but I mean, after the 7 months of patrons getting to gatekeep them all, we will unleash them for the world to enjoy as well. So that is the new rhythm of my Patreon experience, and you can find it all on my website. Or if you're a SoundCloud user, you can find me on SoundCloud. I'm definitely on there now, and both albums are there. So feel free to hit it up if you want. But otherwise, you can just listen straight from my website if that's easier. And might keep you from like jumping into a bunch of random music as well. I'm not sure if it will, but since those volumes are essentially playlists on my website, you'll be able to stick around in the Closure universe a little better, most likely. Oh, yo, Gloom, I do, and make a SoundCloud. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to make a command right now. See if this works. Give it a shot, Gloom. See if command SoundCloud works. You can also do command SC for ease. We have so many commands. Yeah, let's go. It works. All right, so you can find my SoundCloud there, where I'm uploading the volumes once they are completed. Tarpy! Yo, Tarp, what is up? We were just talking about you. Let's see. Do I have I'm sure I have a music command, right? Yo, I don't. Let's do this. Let's try this command. Tarp, it is good to see you. We have a visitor. Cuthbert is hanging with us. And we wanted to wait for you. We didn't know if we'd see you. So Cuthbert eventually popped into stream, and we just hoped that we'd hopefully see you at some point. But this is just Cuthbert chilling. For those of you that don't know, Tarp is the keeper of Cuthbert. Cuthbert's digital alias. Yo, listen would be another good one to update. Cactus Club and Show and Tell. Yo, there's multiple. Oh my gosh. So, heading to Show and Tell right now. Show and Tell. Show and Tell. I probably have some, like, a bunch of stuff I have to catch up on, actually. Oh no, I do. Got it. Okay, I've seen Corgi. Nice, Shan. Got her hair dyed earlier this month. Cease with the pup. Aww. Yo, Cease. Your pup is amazing. Dude, he's so pretty. Pool is fine. Karis, aw. Interest. Oh, this cat, dude, I'm dead, Wendy. Oh my gosh, wait, it's stuck in the tree. What? Yo, cats are insane, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's actually, I mean, I hope I'm sure they got the cat out safely, but that is funny, man. That's super sad, but it is also funny because cats ask for it. They really did. They do that to themselves, but it's also sad. I'm glad they got it out. Cats are too curious for their own good, and it's true, and that's evidence. LJ with the view, man. All right, I'm making my way down. Making my way. Fixes Corgi. Let's go. Yo, let's go, Pillow. I see you with the guitar. Hold on, I gotta listen. Yes. Play, Pillow. Dude, get it, mate. Let's go. Finally gave my sticker a home. Nice, Dream Plan Dude. K, I love your sticker placement. Pillow over here. Let's go. New hair dye. I see you. So we've had it for months. TJ, let's go. Studio looking amazing. Love some good LEDs. Kyra, aw. Here we go. Pixies, Spike. Oh my gosh, y'all with the cactus. Dude, Talon, you have so many cacti. That one looks really good. Bruh. I for sure. Oh, you definitely know what you're doing. Look at all these cactuses. I for sure need cutie fly with the cactus as well. Y'all have great cacti. Dude, oh my gosh, space. Yo, that's beautiful. What? Sonny, yours is amazing as well. I love your cacti. Your cactus. BuzzFeed posted a photo of Frank, the fake cactus. Cactus Club. How are you, man? I'm feeling pretty good, Ray. Thank you, man. Thank you. Making the most of what I got. All I see is white. TJ, is it snowing? Still pretty bad there. Ba-da-ba-dum. 3:30. All right, I'm gonna have to definitely end my stream before 4 or by 4 because I do have more work to do. I'm doing some right now. We're working, we're hanging, but I do have more work to do to finish up what we announced today. You know? Murgatroyd. Oh no, went to Cactus Heaven. Per Murgatroyd. Let's see, I need to check VODs as well. Let's see where we're at for space. Da-da-da-da. Ba-da-bum-bum. Ray, how are you doing, man? Pixar, what's up? And Chic, what's up, Chic Geek? How are you? She's plant this week. She's suffering. Oh no, Talon. We don't like any plants to suffer. I'm gonna say thank you a second. Dude, also, Ray, that's true. Congrats on 2 years of Twitch. I definitely had your stream up and was lurking for a number of portions throughout your stream because you were live for a long time. That was a massive stream. But congratulations, dude, on 2 years on a platform that loves you. Basically, any platform loves you, though. You were entirely well adored on any other platform we were a part of, regardless of club. That's all you, my friend. But anyone who would claim to be a part of a crew of mine, for sure, we love you, dude. 100%. I bet you're tired. Matt Burrows in the house. What's up, Matt? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. What are you up to? What news do you have for Twitch music today? A year and 4 months. Picks, arts. Let's go. TJ, I hate Ontario weather. Oh no. Talon, I hope that your cheese plant makes it out of the drama. The drums. We need to get out of the drums. You shouted me out at some point, and I was like, sorry. Yeah, I think when we were streaming, we were about to. Oh, last night we shouted you out for sure because we decided to raid into music, just the rule of the club. But we definitely shouted you out and tried to make sure if anybody wants to drop by and show some love for your 2 year that they did. So, but I've just had you up, so on a tab your stream. So I looked over and was like, "Yep, he's sure enough is still alive." I think you were playing some Hogwarts. She's dramatic. I'm dead. Oh no, Kitty Fly. I hope you can too. I have some work I need to do for Cuthbert, so I hope Cuthbert will be okay as well. I've had Cuthbert for a really, really, really long time. Thanks, Matt. Yes, the beard game is highly present, about as present as it can be. Time just keeps going by, right, Pix? No more 42-hour streams. I mean, if that's the lesson you learned, I feel like maybe you would have found it's kind of curious to see if you would have found it was worth it, but if you're saying no go, then I trust you. Let's see, we have Oh Caroline, gonna get it right this time, 'cause you're always on my mind. Gonna get it right this time. Oh Caroline, oh Caroline. Get it right this time. Episode 50, so we need episode 51. 'Cause you're always on my mind. Get it right this time. Oh, Caroline. It's so good, TJ. So good. I have a really, kind of shitty clip, but it's up on YouTube of that tune. I need to do a cover of it. Thanks, TJ. It's my gravel bike. I guess it's a much better way to see it. I haven't ridden it since I got back from Colorado in January, so it's just been chilling, which is quite sad because there's actually a plethora of wonderful places to ride around here. I just haven't taken the time to scout them out. I can't. Oh, get it right this time. All right, quick rundown of the announcements. Is that what you want, Sanya? I'm getting VODs uploaded at the moment. Catching up on where I left off. We're working on a café VOD at the Marmont. Oh, yeah. Gonna get it right this time. Bum 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 bum. 5 a.m., so nice. Did you miss them? Patreon. I need to unveil on Patreon as well. It's part of the announcements. All right, so oh, Caroline. All right. Here are the announcements. Real quick, real fast. The way it should have been the first time, but instead, we took a long time. Aurelia, once a month, pops in well over 2 years. Just on Twitch. Let's go. Aurelia, how are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're well. Here are the announcements, Sonny. And for anyone who hath missed anything that hath been saideth here on twitch.tv during Closure Cafe announcement speedrun. There's kind of like 5-ish things. One of them is just an update, not really an announcement, just an update. Volume 2 CDs are incoming. They are on the way. Once they get here, I will show you them on stream. I'm sure I'll be psyched because I'll have them. The tweaks of the mixing are done. We'll have them here soon. And then I'll be sending them out to all patrons that were a patron for the month of January, which was a merch month, a volume month. So the rhythm of Patreon, and now that's just an update. And signing them exactly, Mel. And anything that you want specific to these CDs, for those of you that receive them, first of all, I will be in messages on Patreon receiving your information. Once again, for those of you that don't already have. And that is where, if you have specific things that you want from the CD of January month, send it in Patreon messages, because I will be living in Patreon for that process. And that's easiest, rather than trying to track down all the different DMs, other places, trying to make sure I get everybody right. If you have something specific, you want it signed, as much detail as possible is helpful. And in Discord, in Patreon is where that message should go. So message me in Patreon, details if you want it signed where, how big, all the stuff, because that way I can see it and be like, got you, because I literally will do it. But yeah, so CD's on the way. That's an update. And then we got a couple announcements. First one, merch. There are 2 new lines dropping. I'm only doing the first piece of 2 different lines, but I'm dropping that tonight. So there's actually 3 pieces of merch, though. One is dropping into the basics line. So the basics is already a line that exists. The uniform is a line that exists. I'm dropping a piece into the basics. I'm dropping a piece into a new line called the member line. That's one I've been sitting on literally since I created merch. I've had this piece and I've been psyched about it. I've kind of been like, should I drop? What should I do? And a lot of these things that I announced today are really just like, I've been sitting on this stuff for a long time. I need to just, here it is. Here it is. Move on. Keep working on stuff, because I'm working on so many things. I can't keep thinking about them. So there's a new line. It's the membership line. And then there's another new line. So there's a piece dropping on the member line. There's another new line called the community line. And there's a piece dropping on that as well. And that's all happening tonight. So I will drop those tonight. I'll post in Discord once they are dropped. And all of these things are fulfilled. So I still got a little bit of work to do between now and when I make the announcement in Discord, such as making those go live and things. But that's announcement number 2, or first big announcement. There's merch, new merch. Technically 3 new pieces. Basic line is getting one. Member line is getting one. Community line is getting one. The community line is a new line that I am going to collaborate with you guys, with the community, to create the pieces once a month. I'm still building the system on how we do that. Like if it's a channel point redeem, if it's some sort of a raffle, if it's like a top sub gifter, if it's I don't know what we do, but we'll involve the community. It'll be a collaboration between one of you and myself, doing the design and like choosing what the piece is and stuff. Between one of you and myself, every month we will drop a new piece on the community line of merch. So that's kind of a twofold announcement. There's pieces dropping, and also we're gonna work in a system with the community on how we make that happen. To keep adding pieces to the community line every month, which is gonna be super fun. Third announcement. March, fill in the blank with an M word that means absolute chaos. I'm going right now with March Mayhem. That's the first one. March Mayhem is starting tomorrow. Okay? March Mayhem. Y'all need to show up with your titles for the month because we're going to have a different title every day. So show up. You guys are tossing tons of them in chat earlier. I need your March Mayhem titles because we are streaming every single day in the month of March. And March Madness can be number 2, maybe, but it's got to be voted on. So you got to show up with your vote, with your name. We'll do a poll. Somebody's wins. And the May Day, yes, March May Day. May Day, it's March. I'm streaming every single day in March. Even if it's just for a split second. But we're streaming every day in March. And most likely, I'm planning on going live at 7 Central to 7 Pacific, I guess, technically. 7 Central to 7 Pacific. Let's go. I'm planning on doing just 2-hour sets of music every single day at 7 p.m. Central Time. So we're hitting our 7 p.m., but in the middle of the country rather on the back end of the country, just to add a little more flexibility for everybody. And we'll be streaming every day, playing music or anything. Who knows? I really don't know. Again, this is something that I would have just sat and thought about until I felt like I had the answer and knew what I was going to do. And I'm not sitting on it anymore. We're just going to see what happens. If I stop halfway through, it's because I was done and I didn't want to do it anymore. But we're doing it. We're doing it. See? I see the names. Melodic Mart. These are good. You got to bring them. Bring them every day. Toss it in. Even if it's like, yo, I can't be there for this stream, but here's what you should call it today. We'll toss it in the poll. If it wins, you win. I'll give you a pat on the back, and then you can go about your business. But I'll be playing music or doing something. So that's the other announcement. We're streaming every single day of March. And also gearing up for most likely I will be gone for a lot of April because I'm most likely traveling to see my nephew. It won't be the first time I see him because he did come for Christmas to the States, so I got to meet my nephew. But I'm going to see my nephew in Germany in April. That's the plan. So streaming every day for the month of March to gear up, give you guys a ton of music, releasing a ton of music, all the things, like trying to get as much content to you, VODs, everything out so that April, as I am absent, you'll have lots and lots to know that I love you guys for. So that's March. That's March. I already talked about the Studio C rhythm, right? I talked about the CD. I don't think did I talk about the whole rhythm? The rhythm for Patreon now, I talked about it earlier, is right. You know, we do a song every single month on Patreon, and everybody in the Patreon world, they get to hear a song that they've never heard before for every single month, and nobody else gets to hear it. It's literally patrons living in their entire own world over here. And then I turn that into a CD, like we have Studio C Volume 2 on its way. I turn that into a CD. The patrons get it. It goes up for sale on the store. If somebody wants a physical copy, they can get it. And that's been the rhythm. The rhythm is adjusting slightly. All right? At first, it was all the songs are taken off of Patreon, because Patreon honestly is an awful place to listen to music. That's the main problem for me, is like I'm trying to solve the fact that it's so difficult to listen through, like to just your listening experience is awful on Patreon. It's not a good spot for it. So I want to solve that problem and also let more people in to the experience of hearing these songs. So here's what the rhythm is now. The rhythm is shifting slightly. Same thing. A song is released every single month on Patreon. The only people that get to hear it are the people that are in that space. Thank you, patrons. Huge, huge love to my patrons. Love you guys. Thank you for like just going on that journey with me, because it's been incredible. As an independent artist, it has been incredible in many ways. I want your listening experience to be better, and we're gonna lower the gate a little bit. So you guys already get the CD. You get the songs every month. For 7 months, you get to listen to exclusive music that nobody else gets to listen to. At the end of 7 months, when I release the CD, when I turn these 7 songs into a volume and it goes onto a compact CD-ROM, compact disc ROM, we're dropping the songs on SoundCloud. So you can find them either on SoundCloud if you want to follow me there, which the link is in chat. You can hit SoundCloud. The link is there. You can also just hit the link, the command music, and music will take you to my website. It might even be easier to listen to it from my website because it won't go to all these places, just playlists of my music. So, command music, theclosureclub.com/Studio C. And Volume 1 and Volume 2, those have been private and in the hands of only patrons for the past year and a half. They are now released to the public. So anyone who wants to listen to Studio C music, you get to listen to Studio C music. It's released. Those volumes are done. The 7 months of exclusivity have ended. And at the end, you get them. So there they are. Boom. Thank you, Mel. You can listen to them there, all of them in playlists. Way easier to listen to, way easier to engage with, and that's them. So go give them a listen. Go hang out with Studio C music if you've never gotten to listen to it before. It's public. It is literally public for you to listen to. Meanwhile, this is the month of February. We are in the first month of Volume 3. So there is a song dropping tonight, just for patrons. So all you patrons who have been riding the ride of Patreon, you have a song on the way this evening. And it sounds definitely a little different than others have. And I'm psyched for it because I think it'll be really fun. So releasing that one tonight on Patreon for Patreon only. And Volume 1 and Volume 2, that's 14 songs. That's 2 whole CDs of music released to the public that anyone can listen to. So that's the main announcement, is that's released. You can find it on SoundCloud. You can find it on the website. All music. So that's pretty much it. So the new songs, they'll stop when you get away from Patreon. The new songs? What do you mean, Sonny? Oh, yeah, that's not an announcement. I'm not announcing that I'm moving to any other platform for subscription stuff. I will at some point. So that's a thing, but I'm still sticking with Patreon. I'm just trying to circumvent the fact that Patreon kind of sucks in the best way possible right now. And that is by using something like SoundCloud or something for those to live on after the fact. Now that they've been released and they're available to buy the CD and everything, there's a better place to listen to them than having to go on to Patreon and click each one and exit the app and try to get it to work to listen to it again. It's awful. Patreon will never hear me say this, but your listening experience for music is awful right now. Not that you need to change it. Keep doing you, because you guys are killing it. For real, you are. But I got to find another way. So, but for now, we're sticking with Patreon for the releases of it. So you guys get to experience the songs as they come out for all my patrons. But as soon as we release the volume, it's out, and I'll put it on my website. And it'll be housed on SoundCloud. So you can also just find it on SoundCloud. I'll look into Ko-Fi or any of these others, but I probably won't use anyone. I'm not going to switch from Patreon to another person owning my subscription platform. I will 100%, once I leave Patreon, in who knows when, years from now or a few months from now, I will be building my own. Because Patreon's fine. Ko-Fi, I'm sure, is better, but I've already got everybody here, and I'm going to move to my own personal built subscription platform on my own at some point. But that's totally, like, that's not happening right now. I need some time to put that together. Let's see. So that's the Patreon announcement. And then the last thing, the biggest one is that all the Studio C songs are public, so anyone can listen to them now. And then the last one is I have been working on an EP, which some of these songs you guys have heard a little bit of if you've been in the streams at all. Also, Butterjar, what's up? And Darren, what's up, dude? Lastly, you've heard a few of these songs as I worked on them here and there, but I'm working on an EP, and it's going to be a series of EPs that are the Closure Club songs. And I am releasing those on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, everything. And that I'm aiming for April. So that's more of an announcement of like something to look forward to. April, you'll be receiving the Closure Club music that is basically built from live loops that I've created on stream, but went back into the studio after the fact, put them together, did some tracking, bolstered them up a little bit, and releasing them to Spotify. So the first EP of those will be in April. So that's on the way. And that's going to be streaming platforms. Whereas my Studio C stuff, those homemade tunes are going to be, I'll just keep pumping them out on Patreon. And after the volume is done, they'll be released to the public through SoundCloud or my website, any way you want to listen to them. So yeah, that's the main stuff. Right, Aurelia? It's like, I thought you were a gamer. That was pretty quick, right? That was quicker than I did it last time. Anybody who was not here earlier, is that clear? Did I miss anything? And anyone who was here earlier, did I miss anything? Pretty sure that's it. New merch dropping tonight. A couple different lines that I'm excited about. The community line that you guys get to be a collaborator in. And a member line that's just going to be kind of classy. Stuff that I love. Volume 2 CDs on the way. March Mayhem. We're streaming every single day of the month of March. Studio C rhythm. Shaping up just a little bit. All volumes released to the public once they're done. So everybody can listen to volumes 1 and 2 as of literally right now on my website, SoundCloud, wherever you want. We also have a song dropping tonight on Patreon. So new song. It's the month of February. January was a merch month. Those CDs are on the way. February, new song dropping on Patreon just for patrons. Exclusive track. No one gets to listen to it except for you if you're on Patreon. And then lastly, we have an EP of the Closure Club music. It will be dropped on Closure, most likely. All streaming platforms, but it's going to be of in-club songs. And there's probably going to be 3 or so for every EP of those. And I've got an EP coming April of studio songs, or the Closure Club songs. That's it. That's everything. In like literally 1 minute, I said it all. I don't think I missed anything that time either. How is that for really long-winded, pretty concise, and minute bullet point version? All right, good. That means you're definitely good. If we're making jokes about it, we're on the right page. You guys all know. You know what's going on. Meanwhile, just uploading VODs, on my computer. Just chilling, uploading VODs, sipping coffee, hanging with Cuthbert. Feeling the caffeine and the lack of sustenance in my physical body. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum-bum. Chicken, beef, or pasta? Chicken, beef, or pasta? Okay. Is that a question or is that like a eat one of those things? Because I imagine I'll probably eat one of those things. Yes, they're in some caffeine. Did someone say caffeine? Yes. Big yes. Absolutely, Talon. Oh, in October? Oh, really? I don't. Anything. Anything. The last thing I am going to be picky about or care about is what I eat. You can do whatever you want. It could be peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and I would just be fine. Too late to pour the milk sometimes. Exactly, Darren. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know what? This is just it's already good. I don't need all the extra stuff. Milk. Who needs it, man? Let's see. Episode 4. So we're good for 13. Yep. Which is not Cafe 13. That would be Cafe 52. Yeah, 52. Counted wrong on that one. Raw cereal is nice. Milk makes it soggy. I like the crunch. Yes, honey. Yeah, you definitely can't put too much. You gotta do the right amount. He's an artist, talks a lot, and loves people. Is he doing music? Is there a reason behind March Mayhem, or is it a spontaneous thing? Not much of a reason, Sonny, other than just knowing I'm gonna be gone for a lot of April, and I don't know. I just thought about it a couple of weeks ago. I was like, that'd be kind of crazy, and then I was like, I shouldn't do that, and then I was like, but why not? I've always considered trying doing more streaming, but less like hours per time, just to be more accurate to the life of a voice, if that makes sense. The like sustainability of a voice. Stream for a few hours, like sing for a few hours, and then stop, rather than sing for long hours for a long time, periodically. And so there's a number of things I was kind of thinking to experiment with, but also could just be fun. Could just be fun to see what happens if I get to be live every single day, and or get to like get to perform every single day. So mainly that, honestly. I almost didn't even. I literally put it in the announcements today. Like I've just been thinking about it for a long time, and I was like, I don't know if I should do it. And then I was like, I need to think less. I need to think less and just do. It's okay. If I decide to stop after a week and I'm like, no, like I can do that, and I will. I literally will do that. It's fine. But might as well. Might as well jump in and just see what happens. I will send a meme daily and what's the difference? Yo, do it. Do it, Sonny. Make a meme every single day. Make a meme every day. He's a colorblind graffiti artist. That's sick, Pixie. Same start time. Ginny Kitty, I have no idea. It'll probably change a lot throughout the month. But here was my first initial thought was to do earlier in the day so it's not so late for so many people, and just a less amount of time block and do it every single day. So I'm aiming for, which would be 5 Pacific, but I'm so 2 hours before we normally do, but I'm aiming for 7 Central. 7 Central till 7 Pacific. A utilize the time zones a little bit, but just a little bit earlier, So I don't know how that's gonna. I'm just gonna have to fix my schedule essentially. Think less and just do. Wise words from Joss that all of us should. Well, actually, I won't say that. Not all of us. Some people should think more and do less. I should think less and do more. It applies to me. That applies to me. It does not apply to everyone, but it probably applies to a lot of you. A week of extra stream is better than none. Exactly. We'll see. I just feel like it'd be fun to do more of a set of music than... No, I don't think that would be more fun. I think it would be fun to try to do like a set of music every night rather than just like playing music for hours and hours at a time. But I like both. I probably will go right back to my usual thing when it comes to April/May when I'm back. But because I really do, I love my schedule, honestly. Like I feel like it's kind of perfect for me. But we'll see. I think that's like 6 p.m. my time. CST. Oh yeah. So let me say it in easy words and not branded fun words, which is this, Talon. 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm normally 7 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific. So it's just 2 hours earlier than I always have been. Picks, I don't know yet. I do not know yet. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. These episodes uploaded. 5 p.m. specific. You're right. I am past my ending at 4. Okay, I need to end stream. I need to go find food, and I do have some more work to do in order to fulfill the things that I just announced. Some of them. Some of the things are already live. So go check out the music on SoundCloud / my website if you want. It is there for your listening pleasure. For those of you that have not gotten to enjoy any of the Studio C stuff, everything that we've been talking about and having fun with the past year and a half or so, right there to listen to, which is honestly like a little scary for me because I put that stuff behind a wall for a reason, but I'm trying to be done with honestly caring as much, which Patreon has helped me do, and now this is another step of me helping me do. Just, you know what? Here it is. It might be good. It might not be. I don't know. I'm just having fun, cranking it out. That's what I'm doing, and it's a lot of work, and so I might as well just let y'all have a heyday with it. And new song tonight. Yes, Mel, new song tonight. New song tonight here in Le Club. Over on the Patreon, just for patrons. That's just for patrons. I'm not releasing all this stuff just to anybody whenever you want. Patreon is still exclusive, 1 track a month. bonus punk acoustic for so long. Space, I thought about that. I did think about that. I did think about that for this month. Thought about it. But I instead went a different direction. And I need to wrap it up. I need to finish some tweaks on it before I upload it tonight. So people in non-America time zones. Sonny, I don't know if I'll do any streaming when I'm in Germany because I don't know if I'll bring or have any gear of which to do that. If I can build a mobile rig between now and then yes. Then yes, I will do some testing of that rig and streams while I am in Germany. But at the moment, I don't have a rig that I believe will handle stream. Cafe stream. Maybe we could do cafe streams while I'm in Germany. Also, my lovely sister did say that I could show you guys a picture of James on stream. I'm not going to post a picture of my lovely nephew, James, anywhere, just because not my child. I do not have the right to do that. But I will show you on a live where it's just a little less excessively permanent, though. Anything, as soon as the picture was taken, technically I could be hacked and somebody could take my phone and look at pictures of James. Oh my gosh. Yo, he's amazing. Yeah, it's okay. That's not gonna happen. And this is my nephew. This is my nephew. This is the child that I would just don't get in the way of him and his success, and you will not wake up in the afterlife. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is that a threat? I don't know. What if I bet threats are against TOS? Watch me get banned. All right. Maybe for April, maybe so, Space. All right, you ready? Here is little James. I'm gonna do my best to let you see him properly. I'm not sure how this will show up on the camera, but this is James. So no screenshots, no screen recording. Just take in the moment and look at sweet baby James, please. That's James. That's James. I took some pictures of him while I was there. While I was at home. Oh my gosh. He's amazing. He's amazing. But that's all you get. Potentially updates at some other point in life. But I am an uncle to one of the sweetest children that walks the face of the earth. And I do get to see him soon. Gotta get all that. There's a lot of things I need to do to make sure that happens. Exactly right, Pix. Lost partnership. Yeah, Sonya, I know. Okay. That's it. That's all the announcements today. I will make a post and post it in Discord. I probably won't do that until late tonight. So all y'all who popped through the stream, you heard it first. I won't do that until I'm done with everything. So that's getting the song up on Patreon, making public all the other songs. Oh yeah, dropping the merch pieces. There's just a few things I need to go into the back end of things and make sure it all exists and is ready and is present. And then I'll post in Discord. I will tag everyone so you'll receive a notification. If you don't have notifications on in Discord, do it if you want. I really do not ever use tag everyone unless it's like a massive deal. I only tag the eKid role, which everybody has, but you can turn that off for announcements of just like stream and stuff and just kind of like normal things. And then big stuff, I will tag everyone, but I almost never do. So you don't have to be as afraid to have our notifications on in our Discord. Let's come through if you want. Other than that, sweet baby. I know, right, Space? And me specifically. Nice, Jenny. Same. It's the way I do it. It's the way I roll. Gotta dormir. All right. Yes, I'm ending right now. So go to sleep, Sonny. Thanks for being here. Let's raid into what was the name again, Pix? All right, I got you. All right, let's go show some love to a friend of Pixie's doing non-music stuff today, as we do on Tuesdays. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the beginning of March Madness. The mayhem of May Day marching towards mental... I don't know. I need to go mental madness. My guy. Louis. Yeah, we got you, cutie fly. Sorry we were a little later today. But thanks for coming through for the announcements, fam, and hanging with me, drinking some coffee, and hearing what's up at the club. Be on the lookout for all the things today. Go listen to Volume 1 and Volume 2 if you want. It's there for you to listen to. And patrons, gear up tonight. Tonight's going to be rocking. It's going to be a good time. So gear up for it. You'll see it live this evening in Patreon. Be on the lookout for the merch that will land tonight. Some fun pieces to look at, to maybe grab if you want. All the things, fam. All right. Love y'all. I will see you tomorrow. We'll be streaming every day of March. Boom. Peace, fam. Thanks for the coffee. Bye.